This is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary Series. Hopefully you guys can hear me. The audio on my last two videos was far too low, and that's my own fault because I'm crap, and I forgot to turn the volume back up after I was on voice chat for another game. So, looks like we've got Blue-Red Mill versus Bant Aggro. Aggro is currently, I would say, dominating the field. Two Sylvan Advocates and a Tireless Tracker versus Sphinx's Tutelage. Looks like the last time he threw out Hydro Lash, to shrink the creatures and draw a card. That's actually a pretty good card. Catalog, instant, draw two cards and discard a card. So milling 4 at minimum. Avacyn, Nissa, Bounding Crassus, Reflector Mage, Tireless Tracker. Okay, got rid of 4. Duskwatch Recruiter, Collected Company, that gotta suck. Sylvan Advocate. Engulf the Shore is a very powerful card for the mill deck. 4 mana and an instant. That is the thing for me that just makes this card ridiculously awesome, is it's an instant. Return to their owner's hands all creatures with toughness less than or equal to the number of islands you control. Oh, you're attacking? Boom. They're gone. And since blue-red mill doesn't need that much red, you can stack a majority of blue mana as your islands so that you can get a maximum effect from this. Okay, playing the Advocate and the other Advocate. And Dramoka's command, +1/+1 counter, and make him sacrifice the Sphinx's Tutelage. So, one turn of peace for the mill deck, and Bant is already back in control of the board. He's got a 4/5 and a 5/6 vigilance. Those are going to be pretty hard to get rid of permanently. I mean, he does have more bounce spells than just Engulf the Shore, and that will keep them off the board for a turn. But the fact that they only cost 2 mana means that they're going to be coming back with frightening regularity. No plays. Or manning up the Lumbering Falls. Not a bad idea. It's a 3/3 hexproof and gets +4/+4 thanks to these double Sylvan Advocates. So 7 and 9 is 16 damage. I was going to say, do you have a response? Okay, Hydro Lash shrinks the team down to 10 damage. So, survivable. And Jace. Clash of Wills for 1. I don't know that that's really going to make much of a difference because he really has to get rid of these creatures. But I was gonna say, even if he bounces them, they're just gonna come back and he can just use Lumbering Falls. He only needs one of these in play to make Lumbering Falls lethal. But he didn't get what he needed, so Bant takes the game. So let's go to game 2. Okay, sorry about that. That was some kind of an error from Magic. It didn't let me continue watching the game even though the second game had started. And the only way I could continue this video was to hunt down the match in the lobby and then start watching it again. So, apologies. I have no control over what happened. You know, Magic Online, get your act together. So, I don't know what has happened in this game for them to be at 14-8. Blue-Red Mill has Fevered Visions, firing off a Roast to kill off Sylvan Advocate. Bant is responding. What is he going to play? Dramoka's Command. Prevent all damage target instant or sorcery would deal this turn, and target player sacks an enchantment. Negate from the other side, maybe? Yep. Because Dramoka's Command is amazing in this matchup. You actually get to use that first mode on Dramoka's Command against Blue-Red Mill. And then the target player sacks an enchantment one is a big help because their main win conditions are 2 enchantments, milling you and burning you. But, that's another thing about him playing blue and red is he has access to counter spells. So Bant throws down Tireless Tracker and gets a clue token. Fevered Visions has taken him down to 12. Six mana available for blue-red. 7 cards in hand. Wouldn't take much to kill off the Tireless Tracker, mainly because it's so small. 2 toughness is not hard to deal with. And most likely the only response you're going to get out of Bant is probably a Dramoka's Command to give it, a +1/+1 counter. Okay, Thing in the Ice. It looks like this guy has taken the best of all that he can out of blue and red. I've seen blue and red Thing in the Ice decks where their whole point is Thing in the Ice. I've seen blue-red Fevered Visions decks where that was their whole point. I've seen mill decks where Sphinx's Tutelage is their whole point. Okay, Bounding Crassus is getting Clash of Willed for 1. So far, blue and red is managing to have a counterspell ready for the important things. But like I was saying, and I've seen some decks that are Fevered Visions and Sphinx's Tutelage, and it looks like this guy has taken all 3 and put them into the deck, and there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, that is a bonus because they're all on color for the deck that you're running, and none of them are ridiculously expensive. And it gives you 3 different win conditions when some decks, like I've said, some of the decks that I've seen in these colors only have 1. Having a diverse win condition option is a bonus. So, unfortunately, Reflector Mage is a really good way of getting rid of Thing in the Ice. Sirach the Hunt Caller, response catalog. And he concedes the match. Oh, he would have had 8 power, so haste, boom, dead. Sorry, a little slow on the uptake there. But, and sorry about that second game. But I have to be honest, I pretty much expected Bant to win this matchup, mainly because, Blue Red, mill burn, whatever you want to call it, it's really not that great against, mob decks. Bant Aggro is a very fine specimen of an aggro deck. They have options for, 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops, you know, and can play multiple creatures in a turn. And Blue Red Mill really isn't that great at dealing with it. They do have options, and they can win this matchup. It's just not easy. But I'm going to end the video here. That was Blue Red Mill versus Bant Aggro. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I'll see you in the next video.